All right, welcome back. So, got some Warlords or Warlord. So this is the pre-con. So I just wanted to show people. I just got my my Kickstarter kit from Team Covenant. Well, Team Covenant is the one that distributed in America. So yeah, it seems like a cool game. I've been watching them. It took a while to get this. I think this was supposed to be out last year, but hey, they ran into problems and tariffs and all that BS. But it's here, and I'm glad. I wasn't sure how excited I would be, but the more I watch Team Covenant play, the more excited I get about this. So there's 6 precons. These are available from Team Covenant. If this is the first time you're seeing this and you're interested, they do have these available. So these are not Kickstarter exclusives. I think the only thing that was Kickstarter exclusive was a Box of Greed, which has reprints from... This game hasn't been around for a long time. It died, came back, something like that. Not sure. So this is the current iteration of it. As far as the Box of Greed, it gives you some old reprints. I think there's a format that lets you use them, but in the normal format, you cannot use them. So it's nothing you really need, but I got it because it was Kickstarter exclusive and I wanted it. So, but yeah, I'm gonna show you what's all in these. I am actually gonna play later today for the first time. So. Yeah, nice. So I like when they do this. Clearly, I have this, there's a pack. I may or may not open it, but the reason I'm showing you this is because clearly once you sleeve this up, you can fit it back in there. Oh, and you get a D20 because this game is all about dice rolls. So, all right, let's see if this is easy to open. Oh yeah, there we go. Look at that. All right, well, so this one is, so I like when people, when companies give you a box big enough to actually sleeve and put them back in there. Uh-oh, my eyesight is bad. But yeah, this is the Warlord, I believe. I believe this is the Warlord. Yeah, Warlord character, so this is the one you would be playing. I'm not going to go over how to play the game because I'm still learning myself, but that's the Warlord. It looks like these are kind of like the faction and the levels. So usually I think you start with your Warlord, and then you start with 2 level 2s and 3 level 3s. I think that's how the game starts. And then these are spells and stuff like that. So you can read that. You got 3 of those. You got 3 of those. 3 of that. Only 1 of this. 3. I can't read it, so I would read it, but that's fine. You guys can read yourselves. 3 of that. 2 of that. 3 of those bad boys. Only 1 of this. What is that? It's just a react, it looks like. You got 3 shellags. And these are more units. So you can refill. The thing about the units, I think, it's that when they come in, like the ones have to come in at, at the first row or whatever. The 3s have to come in the 3rd row, I believe. And like the 2s have to come in row 2. And then it looks like you get some 4s. So they would have to come here. Now, the crazy thing about that and the ones going the ones, is that the way the game works is like your row behind the forward row can't have more units than the row in front of it. You can have even units, so you can have 2, but you can't have 3. You can't be like that, you know. So when that happens, you have to move a unit up and things like that. So it makes things a little interesting. So you can't, it's weird. I don't know. Like I said, I'm not gonna explain how to play the game. I'm gonna learn it myself some more. But it is a fun game, so if it looks interesting, you should give it a shot. I might open those. I don't know. But that one was, I don't even know. Do they have names? Adashan? Is that what it is? Adashan? I might be butchering that. I believe that's the name. Alright. Trying to make the video a little quick, but it's gonna still take a minute to get through all these. Alright, another pack. Kind of cool they put a pack in there, because then you can kind of modify, you know. I guess they're all white. That's too bad. I should have made them different colors. But I think it was also because they had faction ones, so that you can get. I think Team Covenant is gonna sell the die too, the dice. So I might pick some up. I didn't pick them up for the Kickstarter. I didn't think I'd be interested. So this is Tassian. I think that's what it is. So that's her ability. I can't really read it. Unfortunately, I'm looking through my phone screen, so it's hard for me to read it. Not like when I watch it back on the computer or TV, then I can read it just fine. But all right, so that's her. And then once again, you get your 2 level 2s and your 3 level 3s. Now you can put any one of the ones, but I'm assuming this is what you would start with. This is probably what they recommend to start with. That's why they put them up front. And then obviously I believe these are all like spells and stuff. So, you know. And then I think that is like level 3 or higher has to cast those, if I remember correctly. So 3 of those, 3 of that, 3 of those. A lot of these stuff is like spells and just like ability. Not, I don't know if calling them spells is the right word, but they're essentially, you know, actions and stuff that you do. Some things are reactions, you know, or you react to them trying to strike your, and some of them I believe are considered spells, but in general I'm just calling them spells because I don't know. And then obviously there's some items that you attach, I believe, and then you can like tap them to use them. And then you got things like this is an item, but it is like a mount. So I believe in a lot of times, like some of these mounts that are horses and steeds can move you up. This one, yeah, I guess this one does journey, which means you can move up. So spend order, so I guess you would tap this and then you can move your unit up, and your unit itself does not tap, which is good because, you know, I believe if you're tapped, usually you can't attack unless you have something that allows you to attack tapped. I don't know. It's weird. I don't want to explain it because I'm new to this and I will learn more. The stock feels not bad. I didn't make a comment on that on the first one, but it's not bad. The art is a lot better than I thought it was going to be. You know, no art compares to sorcery, but this looks like, I believe some of this art might be old art that is similar to sorcery, whereas hand-drawn stuff, it's not all digital. A lot of this stuff does not look to be digital, but I don't know. It looks pretty good. Just gonna separate that like that, so. But yeah, that one was, what was her name again? Tazian? Like, I'm not sure. Is this a necromancer? Is that what it is? Oh, so she's Elven. I think she's Elven. Elven branches. And then this one's Neus, maybe? Let's see what this one is. So yeah, in another video, I'm gonna open one of the boxes, maybe more, but for now, one of the boxes. I got like 7 boxes from the Kickstarter, so 1 full case and one solo box. And then they came with, the only difference between that and what you can currently get from, well, not currently, but what you're able to order rather, and receive in a few weeks is there's no difference in it, you know. The difference was like when you order them through the Kickstarter, you got a box topper, but they call it a box topper. It wasn't inside the box, but that was the only difference between what you can get with Team Covenant or whoever else, other carriers. I'm not sure who else is carrying it. Maybe your local LGS. All right, so this is Aurion. That's his abilities. That's their health, like kind of health. Like once you get like 3 wounds on them, they die. But it's, you know, they're usually in the back row, so it's a little harder to actually get wounds on them right away. Usually you got to clear the front stuff. Once again, you got your 2s, and you got your 3s. So this guy, what is this supposed to be? I don't know. It looks like a goblin or something, but I don't know what the different factions are currently. So yeah, 2 of that, 2 of those. Yeah, you're gonna have to pause it if you want to read what all this does, and then obviously, yeah, these guys look like goblins, right? Is that what it looks like to you guys? Nah, not necessarily mean. Sneak attack. Pretty cool. Swift. I'm not sure which one I'm going to try tomorrow, but I might try a few, but I'll have to see when I'm not looking through the screen and can read properly what all this stuff does. It looks like an item, right? Pretty cool looking sword. A riding horse. So once again, you know, it's like an item, but it lets you move up by not spending your units. Because I believe once they're tapped, they can't attack. Now you can attack, but you have to have items to do so. Or like other like spells and stuff. So if you can move a unit up without obviously spending the unit, which means tapping or whatever, then it's good. So you got 3 of that, 3 more of those, and then a bunch of 1s and a 4. 1 4 in this one. The other one seemed to have more 4s if I remember correctly. But yeah, I can't wait to play. It's gonna be a lot of fun. It's looking pretty cool. I mean, a lot of it is dice rolls. So like, I was watching Team Covenant play today, and it was kind of funny because Steven, I don't even know how many ones he rolled. He rolled. It was kind of funny. The amount of ones I saw him roll today was insane. It was like statistically impossible. It was so funny. But it is the way it goes. It makes it kind of fun, you know, because it is down to the die roll. Yeah, kind of bummer that all these are the same white, you know. But it's cool. They kind of do have to give you one in case they don't want you to grab one, forget a die, and then all of a sudden you can't play the game because you don't have one to roll. Granted, if you're playing any kind of TCG, you know, usually you have some kind of dice for life counter or whatever. Oh, this guy looks cool. Church? Is that his name? Oh, that's cool. I might have to try this guy first. Church? That isn't. He's a Devarian? I don't know. It looks cool though. So these are 50 cards. So then, so is it only limited? I think limited is 30 cards. Those are the plus to your attacks. Those are your defense. So they have to get that much. And obviously if I was attacking myself, it would roll whatever I roll plus that has to get equal to that or higher. So, and this guy has full, oh yeah, I'm definitely playing this guy. That seems insane. And then, you know, your 2, and you're starting 5. So, and then you got your actions stuff. A war horse, heck yeah. This is unique, so I guess there's so many, you can only play one. But this is what the heck? No, it's an item, okay. So I believe with items, the way it works is, so your I believe the way it works is the unit level plus the roll they're on. So I think he would be technically an 8 because he's in roll 3. So then I can equip this if I'm here or if I'm here. I think that's how it works. Don't quote me on it though. But these are some big items. So that's maybe the tricky part about this deck is because he seems crazy having 4 health or whatever you want to call it. But these items are massive, so it's like these guys would be only 4, so they can't even wear these. You know, if it's the way I'm thinking. So 3 horsies. So yeah, that's gonna be interesting. I don't know, that might screw me. And then these guys can only come in, I believe, at 4. The Warlord can be out. He doesn't, I don't think, obviously, because he comes out, he's already in play. But I believe for me to play at level 4, I have to bring him out here, which means I can't let this collapse. So I have to start him here, and then obviously as you move him up without a horse, taps and, you know, whatever. So that's a lot of 4s. And you got 1s, 3s. Well, here in case you want to read them, but that seems to say that they attack 3 times too. When you attack with them, these guys attack the first attack. Like this one only attacks twice, but it would be a +7 and a +3 for the second attack. More level 1s, more level 3s, more level 3. That's a lot of level 3s. Level 2s. So with, I guess you have a few level 1s, but oh, there's more ones. Because I think what happens is you might get stuck with certain certain units if they collapse your ranks, you know. Like if they get rid of all this, everything moves up, then it becomes a little harder to play the higher ones, right? Well, I guess you have the 3s. The 3s can come out here if you collapsed down to 2. I guess the 3s would, but then you have to, you know, your 4 can't come out unless you have already 3 rows filled or whatever. Oh, I'm over here and left these out. That would be hard to play without these. Yeah, it'll be interesting to see. It's going to be a learning curve, but it should be a lot of fun. Should be a lot of fun. It's been looking really cool. I said the more Team Covenant plays it, the more fun I'm very excited to play tomorrow. Well, later today rather, because it's already past midnight. So, all right, another pack. I think I'll open the packs. Another ugly die. 15. That hit something. And then this one is, who is this one? Vactus. I believe that's what it says. Vactus. What does this guy look like? It looks like an orc or something. Oh, this is the first one that's been hard to open. All right, that's what he does. He's also 4. He can take 4 wounds. And then here's your 2 level 2s. And your 3 level 3s, and then all your items and actions and all that good stuff. So 2 of those. 3 cleave. Only 1 of that. 2 arcane approach. Is that what it is? Arcane approach. Pounce. 2 pounds. 3 steady groups. Now we got some items. So a helmet. Is this a steed? So nice. Flying mount. Hell yeah. Got flying mount right away. Regular mounts. And then another item, it looks like. A weapon. More weapons. And this one might be cool too. Is this another steed? Yeah. A level 2 unit. A couple level 1 units to refill your ranks. A couple more level 2 units. Some level 3 units. A level 4 unit. A couple level 4 units. More level 3s. And more level 3s. Not bad, not bad. I don't know. I don't know which one interests me more without being able to read them. And I don't want to read. I don't want to read them right now because, like I said, I can't read it through the actual phone. I'll probably pick one at random. Although, so far, I'm liking the ones. These beefy guys are looking good. Maybe it doesn't matter that they have 4, because maybe they're just beefier but weaker, you know, like a tank. They don't hit as hard, but they can take more damage, I guess, you know. So maybe I'm gimping myself from the get-go, thinking that, oh, they got 4, they're more powerful. And that might not be the case. I'm not going to take out that same die. Alright. This chick looks good. That's kind of cool looking. Memoriam. Back down to 3. I believe this is skill, so some things check for skill. Like I said, that's the amount of wounds you can take. The level of your character, and logo is the class. If it has a thing up here, it's dual class, I believe. The damage, so you get +7 when you attack, and your defense, and I have no idea what that is. So once again, you get your, maybe that is your, oh, I don't know. And then you get your, so like I said, this is how you start the game. You start like that, you roll for initiative. I believe you start with 5 cards. That's many cards, and then like after, it's pretty much a back and forth game, and then once you both pass, you can discard any cards you still have in hand, if you have any, and then draw up to 5 again. So another action, looks like there's only 1 of that one. More actions, 3 of that. So 3 of that. What is that? Holy Might. Oh, maybe she's a paladin or something. No, she looks like maybe she might be a druid or something. I don't know. Dwarry Scholar. She's a Dwarry Scholar. I think that's what it says. More actions. Quick Strength. Well supplied. 2 of those. You got a unique one. What was that? Hoddle's Legacy. Hey, this one was, I believe, in one of the other decks. I believe they had the helmet. I don't know if it was the same stats though. And then the steed. This looks like a familiar steed, so warhorse. So it could be the same. But okay. Huh, that's weird. I'm kind of confused now about what you can play. Guess it doesn't matter, because I don't know. And then we got a shield. Wow. It's a pretty big shield. We got some beer. A stout. Yummy. I like me a good stout. Is this a staff? You have 3 of those. Does that say dress? As in like dress the wound, not like a dress. Frenzy. Oh, these are units though, right? Yeah, these are units. These are dwarves. Heck yeah. These are dwarves also. So that's weird, because these are... So I don't get the logo then. I'm confused. I thought they all had to match, but maybe, I guess not. Because these are all dwarves, so. And they got more dwarves, so I did want to play the dwarves. These are more level 3s, level 2s, more level 3s, and more level 2s. There's only one of this one, it looks like. Is that the class, maybe? That's a scholar. And they have the same. That's a smith. I don't know. I'm confused. But I'll figure it out. Or maybe some of you already know how to play this and can tell me what all that means. But it looks like these are the dwarves. I kind of wanted to play the dwarves, but I don't know. I don't know yet. I'll see. We'll play for a few hours, so if the games go fast enough, then I can try all the different ones. All right, let's put these back and let's crack some packs real quick. And then, like I said, I'll do another video. And so far, I don't think I want to play those. I think I want to play these. So I'll put these in front and this one. So far. Oh, these are missionaries? Huh. I have no idea. I don't know what's going on. Alright. It's already 30 minutes. Let's crack some packs. We got 6 packs. Let's see if we get any Chinese in here. Ooh wee. Wow. This is not. I guess we're gonna have to do this. Man. Doesn't matter the packs. I usually can open them brute force. These are not that. Yeah, like these are humans, but I think that's the thing they belong to. And then, but my understanding is you can play mercenaries in anything. You just can't, this just can't start unless you have a mercenary warlord. You can't start with them, but you can play them. And then, I don't know the rarity. I'm assuming, maybe it says it at the bottom. I don't know the rarities either. But ooh, shinies and a token, right? Is that a token? Yeah. So this is our hit. Pretty cool. Ugh, I don't like opening packs like that. I'm always afraid you're gonna just bend a corner. Yeah, I don't like that. I don't like that at all. All right, we got a bunch of goodies. Ooh, a dragon. Heck yeah. And then for our shiny, the foiling looks really good. It's like cold foiling, you know? And then another token. So it's like cold foiling. But nothing to write home about. This is probably just, it's an action, so it's nothing like major. I think you want the like the extended art cold foil. We got a Warlord, so alright, we got another action, so doesn't seem like we're getting big hits, although this one being a unit might be kind of cool, but so far we're only getting actions. It'll be cool when I open up a box, but we'll see. Alright, man, these things are, I don't like that. I'm afraid to nick the corners. Dwarven Smith. Yeah, it doesn't look like I'm getting cool stuff. Because now I just got an item. No fancy stuff. So they didn't seed these. Usually you wanna seed the pre-cons, because then that gets people wanting. I got the boxes already, but you know what I'm saying? Like, you kind of seed these to get people to be like, oh man, look what I got. I gotta open a box. I guess they didn't think about that. And another kind of action, nothing major. No extended art, none of that. Let's see, last pack. Man, I kind of don't want to open up a box. They didn't give me any goodies. Jeez, do these have? Yeah. All right, let's see. Warlord. And nothing. At least it's a unit, but it's a human tactician. But no extended art, nothing that looks too fancy, but they look great. I love the cold foiling. I've loved it since I think Fab was the first to do it, but so these are the hits. I can't tell but some of the back ones are usually like the rares and whatnot. Maybe it's down here. Maybe it's indicated somewhere. I don't know. Well, I do appreciate it if you watched the whole thing, or if you watched it at all. Maybe you're interested in Warlords. When I post this, you'll have a few weeks. You can pre-order from Team Covenant. I highly recommend it. I've been ordering from them for a long time. Pretty much ever since Fab, like 2020. And then I get sorcery from them. I get Fab. I still get Fab from them. And this stuff, and then, you know, some other goodies that they have on their, you know, bulk boxes. Although bulk boxes have gone a little expensive, but, you know, they're still great boxes. But yeah, you're still able to get pre-cons, boxes you can pre-order, and if you get them before they ship them out, before the actual date they ship them, you'll get promo cards, which look pretty cool. And then you can also sign up for a subscription. So that you don't miss out on, you know, stuff. You never know when games like this will get popular. I don't think this will become a situation like, you know, Riftbound and every other game that comes out. At least not currently, but if it becomes super popular, you never know. But yeah, thanks for watching. Come back. I will post at least one box break. I don't know that I'll open more than that, at least not right now. And then yeah, try it out. Give it a shot. You might enjoy it. And if not, keep playing Riftbound. Keep playing Sorcery especially. Play some Flesh and Blood. Play whatever your heart desires. Just play something. It's a lot of fun. Make some friends. Enjoy your life. Thanks for watching, folks. I do appreciate it. Have a wonderful rest of your day.